Gabby Petito emerged as a beacon of youthful adventure in the summer of 2021. A spirited 22-year-old travel blogger, she set off with her fiancé Brian Laundrie on a cross-country journey that would soon captivate a nation and spark an intense true crime investigation, inspiring hearts and minds. Their journey through winding highways and quaint towns was filled with laughter, local encounters, and vivid snapshots of American life. Yet subtle tensions and unspoken worries hinted at darker undercurrents beneath their idyllic voyage. The subtle signs foreshadowed a chilling twist ahead. Indeed, while venturing into remote landscapes, the couple's social media updates became scarce. Minor disputes and cryptic messages emerged online, leaving friends perplexed and stirring whispers of a dark undercurrent. As the once joyful expedition gradually veered into ominous isolation and hidden peril. In early September, the couple's journey took a tragic turn. Gabby's final check-in from a remote national park sent alarm bells ringing, as concerned locals and law enforcement initiated a frantic search, marking the beginning of a harrowing and urgent quest for truth. Dread shadowed every moment. News outlets and social media exploded with theories and pleas for help. The case rapidly became a national obsession as families, activists, and experts demanded answers, fueling both hope and despair amid the growing uncertainty of Gabby's fate. Desperation met resolve as time slipped by fast. Investigators pored over every detail, re-examining digital trails and eyewitness accounts. They meticulously scrutinized campgrounds, questioned locals, and analyzed video footage, piecing together fragments of Gabby's final moments in a painstaking quest for clarity. Clues edged ever nearer truth. Simultaneously, attention turned to Brian Laundrie, Gabby's fiancé, whose erratic behavior and abrupt withdrawal from the journey deepened suspicions. His sudden silence on social media and evasive remarks fueled theories of a hidden conflict that may have sealed Gabby's tragic fate. Suspicion grew. Search teams uncovered disturbing evidence in a secluded area near a national forest. Fragments of personal belongings, cryptic diary entries, and unsettling photographs emerged, each piece hinting at a violent encounter that defied the earlier narrative of a carefree adventure. Mystery deepened as law enforcement expanded their probe. Brian Laundrie vanished from public view. His abrupt retreat and elusive movements left investigators scrambling, while a flurry of online posts and sightings fueled both speculation and a desperate race against time to locate him. Urgency grew as time ticked in a heart-wrenching development. Searchers discovered human remains in a remote region of Wyoming. The grim find, later identified as Gabby Petito, sent shockwaves across the nation and intensified the investigation, transforming a travel tale into a somber, tragic reality. Grief shook each soul. Communities across the country mourned as the case brought to light harsh truths about domestic relationships and the vulnerabilities of life on the road. Vigils, social media tributes, and public outcries united strangers in a collective grief and a call for justice. Unity melded sorrow with hope. Authorities intensified their efforts, delving into forensic analyses and re-examining past records for similar patterns. Legislative bodies and law enforcement agencies began discussions on strengthening protocols to prevent future tragedies, echoing the urgent need for reform. Change was inevitable. Media pundits dissected every development, scrutinizing social media posts and official statements. Debates raged over accountability and the role of digital surveillance, as experts and citizens clashed over interpretations of the unfolding tragedy and its broader societal implications. All told, personal stories of loss emerged as friends recalled Gabby's infectious smile and adventurous spirit. Many shared memories of her kind nature and creative soul, underscoring the human cost behind the headlines and the fragile line between dreams and devastating reality. Memories sparked hope now as the investigation progressed. Unanswered questions loomed large. The discrepancies in witness accounts and the gaps in digital records left many pondering whether the full truth would ever emerge, or if deliberate obfuscation concealed critical details of the unfolding events. Doubts linger still in the wake of the tragedy. Activists and lawmakers rallied for systemic reforms. Memorials and advocacy groups sprang up, urging stronger protections for vulnerable travelers and communities, and vowing that Gabby's story would be a catalyst for lasting change in public safety measures. Hope rose over time. The Gabby Petito case reshaped national conversations about safety, media ethics, and the human impact of digital connectivity. It became a somber reminder of how fragile life can be, igniting debates that continue to influence policy and public sentiment. Legacy echoed, timeless and true investigators and family members persist in their quest for answers, pressing for accountability despite setbacks and conflicting reports. The unresolved threads of the case continue to haunt the collective memory, urging a renewed commitment to truth and justice. Determined souls sought pure right. Gabby's legacy lives on in the hearts of those she touched. Memorials, tributes, and ongoing advocacy remind us to cherish every moment and to stand vigil against the injustices that claim precious lives. Her story calls for remembrance and a pledge to never forget. Memories bind us in true joy despite exhaustive investigations. Many aspects of the case remain shrouded in mystery. Unanswered questions about motives and missed warnings continue to fuel speculation, leaving a lingering sense of injustice that challenges the quest for closure. Every unanswered whisper grew the enigma further. As the final chapter of the investigation closed, a somber tribute emerged. Families and communities vowed to honor Gabby's memory by advocating for change, ensuring that her story would serve as a lasting reminder of both human fragility and the relentless pursuit of truth. A vow for true justice policy reforms and enhanced safety measures soon followed, driven by a collective demand for accountability and compassion. The tragedy sparked legislative reviews and inspired new protocols, aiming to safeguard lives and prevent the recurrence of such heart-wrenching events. Change sparked brighter in closing. The Gabby Petito saga stands as a poignant chapter in modern true crime history. It compels us to reflect on the intersection of technology, media, and human vulnerability, urging a legacy of vigilance, empathy, and enduring remembrance. Let this tale ignite a flame of remembrance. The ripple effects of this case spurred widespread dialogue on media responsibility and public safety. It challenged conventional narratives and inspired a generation to question, learn, and advocate for a world where every life is safeguarded and valued. Voices united, promising a safer future. In memory of Gabby Petito, let this documentary serve as a tribute to a life once filled with hope, adventure, and the endless pursuit of truth. May her story inspire courage and change, and remind us all of the preciousness of every moment. Cherish her light, for it shines as a beacon in the dark. Thank you for watching. Let Gabby's journey remind us to value life, pursue truth, and advocate for a safer world. Share her story, spread awareness, and join the movement toward lasting change, ensuring that every voice is heard and every loss remembered. Unite for justice, honor every silent cry,